Have you ever stopped in the middle of an airport, surrounded by thousands of people, dozens of planes, endless announcements, and wondered how any of this actually works? Not just the flights, not just the security, but the invisible system quietly coordinating millions of moving parts every single day. Because here's the truth most travelers never realize: airports aren't just buildings. They're living, breathing organisms, and if even one small part fails, the entire system can collapse faster than you can say, "delayed departure." But what's really happening behind the scenes? Why does boarding sometimes feel chaotic, even when everything seems planned? How can thousands of flights take off and land with near-perfect precision? And what secret rules are shaping your journey without you even noticing? To understand airports, you first have to forget everything you think you know about them. Because the moment you step through those sliding glass doors, you're entering one of the most complex logistical environments humans have ever created. And it all begins long before you arrive. Most people think airports start operating when passengers show up. In reality, the process begins months, sometimes years, in advance. Airlines negotiate landing slots in tightly regulated global systems. These slots determine not just when a plane lands, but when it can push back, taxi, and even refuel. A single scheduling decision can ripple across continents. Here's the twist: airports don't actually control flights the way you might imagine. Instead, they act more like hosts managing a massive party, where airlines are guests competing for space, attention, and resources. Air traffic control is the referee, and passengers, you, are the unpredictable variable. That unpredictability is why airports are designed around probability, with passenger flows, security wait times, and baggage loads all modeled using complex data patterns. Engineers study human behavior down to the minute. How long it takes you to walk, how likely you are to buy coffee, even how stress affects your decision-making. Which leads to something surprising. Airports intentionally create subtle confusion. Not chaos, just enough uncertainty to guide movement. Long corridors, moving walkways, and open plazas aren't random. They're psychological tools designed not just for efficiency, but for emotional management. But here's where things get even more fascinating. Once you check in, your journey splits into two parallel stories: yours and your luggage's. Your bag enters a hidden world of conveyor belts, scanners, and robotic sorting systems, moving at speeds you'd never notice from above. In major hubs, a suitcase can travel miles underground before reaching the aircraft, with some systems sorting thousands of bags per hour using barcodes and RFID chips. And yet, despite all that technology, a small percentage of bags still get lost. Why? Because airports rely on synchronized timing more than brute force precision. And if one flight arrives late, baggage transfers can miss windows measured in minutes, not hours, minutes. Now consider this: the entire aviation network runs on coordinated trust. Pilots trust ground crews trust dispatchers, and dispatchers trust weather data that can change in seconds. This trust becomes most visible on the runway, which at first glance looks simple, just long strips of asphalt. But in reality, they operate under incredibly strict spacing rules. Planes must maintain safe distances due to invisible turbulence left behind by larger aircraft, a phenomenon known as wake turbulence, which dictates takeoff and landing sequences worldwide, meaning one heavy jet can delay an entire lineup. But the runway isn't where the real complexity peaks. That happens in the control tower. From above, air traffic controllers manage multiple aircraft simultaneously, tracking altitude, speed, and trajectory with astonishing mental precision. Unlike most high-stress jobs, they don't get to pause. Every decision unfolds in real time. And yet, even towers aren't the ultimate authority. In modern aviation, control systems extend far beyond airport boundaries. Regional centers manage traffic across entire countries, handing planes off like relay racers in the sky. So while you're scrolling on your phone waiting to board, a silent chain of coordination is unfolding across thousands of miles. But airports aren't just about movement, they're also about security, and this is where the story takes another unexpected turn. Security procedures aren't only designed to detect threats, they're designed to create perception. The visible presence of screening technology, uniformed personnel, and controlled checkpoints serves as both practical protection and psychological reassurance. Behind those visible layers lies an intelligence-driven ecosystem constantly adapting to new risks, screening protocols evolve based on global threat analysis, behavioral science, and technological innovation. In other words, airport security is never truly finished. Now imagine all of this happening at the same time. Commercial operations, retail stores opening, restaurants restocking, maintenance crews repairing equipment. Airports are essentially miniature cities, all functioning within compressed timeframes. In fact, some of the largest airports process more daily visitors than major urban centers, which raises a deeper question. How do they handle emergencies? The answer reveals one of the most impressive aspects of airport design. Every major airport operates under a detailed emergency response framework, involving coordinated drills with firefighters, medical teams, and law enforcement. These rehearsals simulate everything from aircraft incidents to cybersecurity threats. Yes, cybersecurity. Modern airports depend heavily on digital infrastructure, from flight information displays to baggage systems and navigation aids, all interconnected, all critical. Because protecting these systems is just as important as maintaining physical safety. And sometimes, a digital disruption can ground planes, even faster than bad weather. Speaking of weather, it remains one of aviation's greatest wildcards. Because even with advanced forecasting tools, sudden storms can trigger cascading delays across global networks. A thunderstorm in one city might cause missed connections halfway around the world. And this interconnected fragility is exactly why airports are designed with resilience in mind. Backup power systems, redundant communication channels, and flexible scheduling strategies all exist to keep operations running under pressure. But resilience has its limits, and when disruptions exceed those limits, airports shift into recovery mode. Flights are rescheduled, passengers rebooked, crews reassigned, all in real time, all under pressure. And these decisions must balance operational feasibility with human needs, a challenge that often determines how people perceive their entire travel experience. Because at its core, an airport isn't just a logistical system, it's an emotional one. Travelers arrive with excitement, anxiety, urgency, and airports must manage all of it while maintaining efficiency. And here's something most people never notice. Architecture plays a huge role in that process. Natural lighting, open spaces, and intuitive signage all help reduce stress and improve navigation, while designers carefully study how people respond to color, sound, and spatial flow. But as passenger numbers continue to grow globally, airports are facing new pressures, and one of the biggest is sustainability. Aviation contributes significantly to carbon emissions, which is why airports are now adopting greener practices, like solar installations, electric ground vehicles, and optimized taxi routes. And that's just the beginning, because technological transformation is accelerating even faster. Biometric identification is already reshaping the passenger journey, allowing processes like check-in, security, and boarding to become more seamless through facial recognition systems. At first glance, this feels like pure convenience, but it also raises important questions about privacy, data governance, and trust, because every improvement in efficiency comes with new ethical considerations. At the same time, automation is expanding behind the scenes. Autonomous baggage vehicles, AI-driven traffic management, predictive maintenance, all pointing toward a future where airports may operate with far fewer human interventions. And yet, human expertise remains irreplaceable, especially when things go wrong. Think about irregular operations, mechanical issues, unexpected closures, health emergencies. These moments reveal the true strength of airport systems, their ability to adapt dynamically under pressure. And that adaptability depends on communication, not just the announcements you hear over loudspeakers, but complex coordination between dozens of organizations working toward shared outcomes. Airports, airlines, regulators, service providers, all interconnected, which leads to perhaps the most surprising insight of all. Airports don't truly work the way machines do. They work the way ecosystems do. Every component influences the others. Remove one element, and the entire balance shifts. That's why building new airports or expanding existing ones is so challenging. Because it's not just about adding terminals or runways. It's about redesigning entire networks of interaction, from transportation systems connecting cities to digital infrastructure linking continents. So the next time you find yourself waiting at a gate, watching planes glide across the tarmac, remember this: You're witnessing one of humanity's greatest collaborative achievements, a system where physics, psychology, engineering, economics, and human behavior all intersect in real time. And despite its imperfections, it continues to evolve because airports aren't just about travel, they're about possibility. Every departure represents a story beginning, every arrival, a story continuing, and somewhere behind the scenes, thousands of professionals are working tirelessly to make those stories happen. So maybe the real question isn't just how airports work, maybe it's how they manage to keep working at all. Because in a world defined by constant motion, uncertainty, and complexity, airports remain the gateways connecting everything. And now that you know what's really happening behind the scenes, your next journey might never feel quite the same again.